Anyway, I'll get out here.
There's someone already out the bloody lobby.
Brother 6 going blind.
Right then, good evening everyone, and welcome back to another NRL race here, back in Tier 3, here again in Mexico. And yeah, we're a little bit way through qualifying here, but still 11 minutes 20 seconds to go in this qualifying session. 14 people here today, one replacement. We've got Dizzy Mason in the Red Bull replacing today. And yeah, everyone else here as present. I think we haven't got Easy Level Bot either, because he also isn't here, but we couldn't get a replacement for him. Right then, so we've already got one person out the lobby. E-Race, I think he had a bit of a crash through the S's. Dizzy Mason also out as well. I think that may be just a manual. Oh no, that's a full-on retirement on the final corner. Let's see if I can run on board with his teammate. Hopefully we can see whereabouts the crash was. Oh yeah, he's done a Valtteri Bottas there, gone into the final corner. Right then, so at the moment, Kieran topping the leaderboards, a 1:16.1. Thibaut Dean with a 16.3 there as well. Right then, so we've got a couple of people joining the Twitch chat. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I think we just had a new follower as well, very recently. Yeah, it was actually. Inside Line Racing League. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, let's get back to the stream. So, looking now to see if anybody on some laps or coming towards the end of their laps. Looks like there's an Alfa Romeo. Is that Ted starting his lap? Yeah, he is. So he's going to be starting that lap now. And off he goes down the main straight. One of the longest straights on the calendar here. But also this track, surprisingly, the one sort of quite high up in terms of altitude. Quite high up here. Yeah, that was actually a bit of a factor in terms of inside Line Racing League. That's what the question mark was for. Not quite sure. But yeah, that played a factor in real F1 in terms of the altitude. Actually, does affect the engines. The altitude in terms of. Yeah, in terms of how the engines perform. Some engines perform better than others under certain altitudes. Just looking now to see what's going on in terms of this. Ted coming around on his laps, trying to qualify on the mediums. Something we haven't spoken about here is the strategy. Strategy here, medium to hard. However, if there are some safety cars, a couple of those guys on the soft tyres might find themselves being able to do a soft to hard. I think it's very possible if you've got very good tyre degradation. I did try it yesterday, but we had some safety cars and whatnot, so yeah, we'll see what happens. As the Scout down now, getting all out of sorts through the S's on that curb there that he just lost the rear on. It's probably the most dangerous curb on this track. So looking to see anybody else now coming down to the final corners. I think that may have been, yeah, Kieran is starting his lap. There's some McLaren behind them, that is Dan. He is down on his time. Is he going to come into the pit lane? Yes, he does. So he's into the pits now. Anybody actually on a lap? Yeet for Life invalidated, so he's not on a lap. Let's have a look at Yeet Mex here. He's also on a lap. Let's have a look. Comes down into the stadium. Can't tell whether this is an actual lap or not. No, I don't think it is. I think he has invalidated, so he's backed out of that one. Looking now as well. Ted on a lap again. No, he's cut across the... oh, God, sorry. Cut across the stadium section there to try and get back to the pits. Really shouldn't be doing that, but I'll allow it. Mexico, difficult track. It's one of those ones where it's about finding that difference between the amount of downforce that you have, but also the amount of straight line speed that you have, because that can really benefit you. As Yeet for Life Pro has gone spinning, and he's lucky not to have made any contact with the wall. There's Liquido Jaja here for his first race of the season. He wasn't here last week, but he has made it this week. Gamer Pro in the Aston Martin. A 16-0 for Kieran, so improves by a 10th. Extends his lead out front. Yeet for Life Pro has crashed. I think that's him out of this session as well. So, the two Aston Martins doing very well at the moment. First purple sector for DYL. Let's see what he can do here as we're coming down into the trickiest part of the track here. This section is, he gets on that curb, doesn't invalidate though. Very tricky curb, that one there. It's all the way through this sector, and he just invalidates there on the curb. But can his teammate Gamer Pro do any better? And can he get ahead of him? No, not quite. I think that was possibly a second out lap. So he's actually going for his actual lap now. Let's see what he can do. So here we go, Gamer Pro now. Down the second straight. What is he in the first sector? He's not purple, but he's 700ths up. So he is improving on this time. He's got a bit of a gap, though, to his teammate. Nearly a second to his teammate here. So he's got to try and find some pace from somewhere. Just going to keep an eye on a few people here. Yeet Mex starting his lap as well. Wolfie coming around to start his lap. Him and his teammate right next to each other on track. Just looking to see anybody else coming on the lap. Look at Ojaja has done the fastest middle sector according to the game. Let's see what he can do as he comes through the stadium section. Round now through that tight right-hander. The little pullback left. Got to make sure you don't invalidate on that left-hand side now. Round through the final right-hand corner. Make sure you don't light up the rears and do a Valtteri Bottas. You come across the line and Liquido Jaja goes fourth with a 17-3. Good lap from him. Let's see if anybody else will improve on that lap. That's an Aston Martin coming around the final corner. No, that was just the Aston Martin coming into the pit lane. And the other Aston Martin also came into the pit lane as well. I think there's about to be a Haas come across the line. Live OK Dots moves up into 8th place. An 18-3 for him as the two leaders both out on outlaps. It says 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this qualifying session. The Scout down to 17-8. He moves himself up there as well. As here goes Wolfie now on the lap. Let's ride on board of him. DRS is open. So let's see what he can do here. Very nicely done through there. Runs a little bit wide through there, but pulls the car back a little bit deep into there as well. That entry compromised him a little bit. Runs a little bit deep into there as well. Looks like he's struggling a little bit with understeer on that car. Doesn't seem to want to point in on the front end as he goes very deep into there as well. Surprised he didn't invalidate there actually. It's very wide through here. Yeah, that's not going to be an invalidation. Looks like he's struggling so much on the front end there. He's trying so hard to get the front end to that Alpha Romeo turned in, but he's got his teammate Ted right behind him as well. Let's see if he's able to improve on his time. As Wolfie now round the final corner. Can he improve? He was up 5/10. He was just running. Yeah, he does. He moves up into 4th. And Ted moves up ahead of his teammate into 4th as well. A 16-7 for Ted. And Wolfie, just like he's struggling so much on the front end there. Maybe an increase on that rear anti-roll bar or the front aero might be a case for him. Problem is, if you increase that rear anti-roll bar, it then affects not only tyre wear but that rear stability. But then if you up the rear suspension, that helps with your rear stability, but then can also affect the tyres as well. It can improve the rear stability, but then affect the tyres, whereas your anti-roll bar makes it quite unstable on that part of the car. As coming now through, yeah, let's see, is he going to be able to improve on this lap though? Let's have a look at his sector split through sector 2. Well, according to the game, he's 7/10 up. Trying to see, well, he's gone purple. This could be a good lap from Wolfie here as he comes into the stadium section now. He's still got his teammate behind him. Is his teammate improving? No, he isn't, because his teammate has invalidated his lap. So Wolfie round the final corner. This could be an even bigger improvement from him. And it's a 16-2. And that is the Irishman, Wolfie, up onto the front row of the grid in second place. A 16-2 for now. Let's see if anybody else can improve. Yeetmex not improving on his time, but Kieran, a 15-5 for him. That's impressive from the Mercedes there. Can anybody else improve on that time? Keep an eye on Gamer Pro here. Through the middle sector, through the S's. He's very deep through there and he's gone wide. And yeah, I think that might be his qualifying over. Anybody else on a lap? NTA Nosfreva on a lap. He's 500s up according to my screens, but he is invalidated. So he will not be participating in the rest of this qualifying session. Well, won't be at least improving on his time. Thibaut Dean has also invalidated, so he will be into the pits. Kieran, I mean, he's got pole position at this point. I don't think anybody is going to be able to stop him, and nobody will. So that is him on pole position. Wolfie going to join him on the second row of the grid. As just waiting now for Nosfreva to come into the pits, and then Kieran also to come into the pits, and then we should be able to continue. So there we go. That Williams is in. Waiting for the Mercedes to go into the pit lane. I mean, hopefully it should just end now. I think so. There it is. So, that is the grid there. And so there it is. So Kieran on pole position. As I said, Wolfie behind him. A whole 7/10 behind him in second place. And then another Irishman behind him, Thibaut Dean, in third place in the Red Bull. Then it's DYL in fourth. Yeetmex in fifth. The other Irishman, Ted, in sixth place. Liquido Jaja, the American, in seventh. Gamer Pro in eighth. The Scout Dan in ninth. Live K-Dots in 10th. Yeet for Life Pro in 11th. NTA Nosfreva in 12th. Dizzy Mason, the replacement, in 13th place. And E-Rays at the back with no time in 14th. So let's get underway. So they're just waiting for players to be ready. Guessing that's just people choosing setups and strategy. Remember, the people outside the top 10 are able to have a free choice of tyre. They can start on the tyre they qualified on, or they can start on a different tyre. Guys inside the top 10 must start on the tyre they did their fastest lap with. So, here we go. Formation lap underway. And I hope we don't have the same issue as yesterday. We had some people's lights go out before others. So we had a bit of carnage coming off of the line. But we had a restart and that all got itself sorted. So, every single person, according to my screen, on the soft tyres. Interesting. So, do they think there's going to be a safety car? I mean, there is a high chance there could be. We did have one last race. So let's see if there's going to be another one of those safety cars. But the soft to hard is very difficult. Unless there is rain. Unless there is rain. That is my only thing that I'm thinking of here. Could there be rain in this race? Could there potentially be rain? Well, let's find out. If anybody watching the stream knows if there's any rain, would be greatly appreciated. So, as everyone goes around for the formation lap, as a few more people joining in the stream, hello everyone. Welcome, hop in and enjoy the race, which is about to begin. And Kieran is lagging all over the place there. No rain, no rain. Interesting then why they've all gone for the soft tyre. It's quite interesting. So, here we go. Everyone round to the line. The AI will take over once you cross that line there. And we will get underway here in this race. 36 laps of Mexico goodness. Let's see who is going to come out on top here in Mexico. Everyone getting lined up and ready. Emex says soft, medium. So that could be the 2-stop for most people. Remember, the medium's the hardest possible. I'm surprised the 4 guys outside the top 10 didn't go for the medium. Try to get that 1-stop going. But let's see what happens. Everyone going a little aggressive. Maybe hoping for some safety cars here as the lights are going to count down. And it's the lights sound and away we go here in Mexico. Kieran off to a good start actually, but Wolfie not far behind him. But Thibaut Dean has actually got a brilliant start. He's already on the back of Kieran here into turn 1. And it is absolute mayhem at the back here as Ted's dropping down a few positions here. Liquido-Jaja's already down into 12th place as someone's gone hurtling up the inside the Alpine E-Rays. And there's Wolfie round, and I don't know whether he's been hit or if he's just lit up the rears, but Wolfie spinning there. He has one of his best qualifyings and then spins round there to scout Dan off as well. Yeet for Life Pro getting involved here, and here goes the McLaren of Liquido-Jaja, going to try it down the inside, gets squeezed a little bit by the Ferrari. As Ted running a bit wide there. Yeet for Life Pro going to go up the inside of Ted and gets the move done. Not being the best start for the Alfa Romeos, but Kieran leads by Thibaut Dean in second, DYLFC in third, but he's got Live OK Dots the Haas right on his tail here as Thibaut Dean has spun and he's had big contact with the wall. And he needs to be careful crossing the track there. Needs to be very, very careful crossing the track there. Gamer Pro picks up a 3-second time penalty already. Dizzy Mason, and what has gone on here? These guys need to be careful. I don't know what has gone on there. Kieran leads by 2.1 seconds. Here comes Wolfie now. He's on the back of the Williams. Is he going to look for the move? He is. He's got the ERS deployed. And he's going to try and go for these moves early. Doesn't want to be held up by these guys. He wants to try and get past them as quickly as possible. And does so nice and comfortably into turn 1. Wolfie goes. And now he's got some making up to do in the positions. He's got his teammate now ahead. Will his teammate let Wolfie through is the question. Not quite, no. He's going to just stick behind for now. Oh, these two having a little bit of a battle here. The Alfa Romeos getting involved. And someone's cut right across the thing there because the boards have been taken out. Wolfie right on the back of his teammate here. He's got NTA Nos Forever trying to look for a move round the outside and does so. The Williams round the outside and gets the move back on the Alfa Romeo of Wolfie. So can now E-Raise on the back of Live. Okay, Dotsey's had a poor exit out of the final corner. But E-Raise had to slow down because of that. So here goes E-Race. Now he's used up quite a lot of ERS, and he's going to try and get past the Haas early. But the Haas is going to try and come back into it down the next part of this straight. So going to go down into the first corner here. Who's going to be in front? Aston Martin does. K-Dots has gone. The camera cut to someone else there. But yeah, E-Race gets the move done there and is up into third place. And someone span it. I think Ted span round there. No damage for him. Oh, just lighting up the rears a little bit there, though. I think he may have just span. Yeah, if you want to put in a claim, just go into the Discord to the claims chat. And then the stewards will take a look. So, there's all sorts going on here. Is Nos Forever going to go back down the inside of Wolfie? Wolfie going to look for the move back as the McLaren has spun, and so is K-Dots. Was there contact between the two of them, or have they just spun the car? I'm not quite sure. There's a couple of people picking up 3-second time penalties all over the place. So Wolfie gets past Gamer Pro. Gamer Pro into the pits. Is that for a wing change? Yes, it is for a wing change for the Aston Martin. Gonna have to hope for a safety car. He's gone hard. Interesting strategy there. Nos Forever still on the back of Wolfie here. He's gonna have DRS on Nos Forever, and he's right close to Wolfie. Actually, he's dropped back a little bit out of that corner. He must have had a poor exit because he's not able to get close enough yet to the Alfa Romeo to be able to look for a move. E-Rays, though, is gaining on DYL SUFC. 6.3 seconds already Kieran has to the Aston Martin ahead. And Kieran looking very, very dominant in this race so far. And in qualifying, as E-Rays picks up a 3-second time penalty. Well, I'm sure we're going to see a few of those this race. He already has 9 seconds of time penalties already. He's gone very deep there into that corner as Wolfie's still battling with Nos Forever here. These guys still battling away. There's a yellow flag. And that is Dizzy Mason out at the final corner. He's going to have to come into the pits. I think also the Scout Dan into the pits. Yes, he is. It's out for a potential wing change. Virtual safety car, actually. It's interesting. I think a few people coming in off of that virtual, making the most of that, because maybe now with that 5 laps extra, as his teammate just comes in as well. So a nice double stop there for McLaren. As Yeet for Life Pro picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under that VSC. It's NTA Nos Forever gets past Wolfie, and he's made the most of that virtual safety car. And not NTA Nos Forever caught Wolfie napping after that VSC. And now these two battling once again, the Williams and the Alfa Romeo. These two still battling away here. Crazy stuff. Thank you to everyone who's joined us so far. Just in the middle of this race here. It's been crazy already so far. A few incidents. Quite a few people just losing the rear. We've already seen someone else there losing it as well. Was that Dizzy Mason again? Yeah, Dizzy Mason off towards the back there. He's running very wide actually. As in comes the Aston Martin. That is for a set of medium tyres, which is quite interesting. So, Aston Martin, who was in second place, into the pits. Now E-Race has some clear air. Can he get that gap back down to the leader? 8.5 seconds Kieran is ahead of everyone else. Wolfie 4/10 behind Nos Forever. These two are just going to battle away. So these two actually catching up to E-Race, so which is interesting. So we could have a little battle on our hands here for podium positions. As Liquid Ojaja going to go past Gamer Pro there on the straight. He's got past him really early there as the McLaren, and up into 10th place now. These two had a bit of a wing change, which is why they are further back than the rest of the guys. As Wolfie's dropped a little bit back actually from Nos Forever, and these guys 1.5 seconds behind E-Rays, and then a big gap from E-Rays to the leader Kieran. And so who's that off again? Is that Dizzy Mason off again without a wing? Dizzy Mason having a lot of trouble in this race, running wide everywhere, losing some wing. Just make sure you don't cause a safety car. We'll try not to cause a safety car, please. Dizzy Mason. So Wolfie's going to have DRS. No, he doesn't have any DRS, which is interesting. Nos Forever, though, has no ERS at all. Wolfie, the most ERS out of both of these guys. So could have a little bit of a advantage, sorry, over the Williams and the Alpine ahead. As Gamer Pro looks like he's looking for a move on Liquid Ojaja. He's going to try and go round the outside here. Will he make the move stick? Can't quite go for it there at the moment. Sticks behind the McLaren. Will he attempt again here? Oh, E-Race has lost it. E-Race spinning, no damage to him, and here comes Gamer Pro now, going to try and go round the outside. Liquid Ojaja going to try and defend, but round the outside goes the Aston Martin, and he gets the position. And E-Race behind Wolfie and Nos Forever, as K-Dot's going to try and go round the outside here. He can't go for it, and E-Race, I think he has a bit of damage because he's really struggling, and as he span there on the final corner again, needs to be careful coming back onto the track. As that track is clear. So it's once again between Nos Forever and Wolfie. These two just battling away so much here. As Ted into the pit, so is Yeetmex. Is that Ted in for a wing change, or is that Ted in for just a tyre change? No, he's gone for just a tyre change in this race. So let's see what he can do. Dean gets past as a scout down with battle with E-Race. E-Race are really struggling. Has he got wing damage? I can't tell what's up. Has he got floor damage? He's got something. Side pod? I couldn't tell you. He's got something. I don't see any visible damage on the wing. Maybe he does have some side pod or floor damage, because he seems to be really struggling as Dizzy Mason is out. And that is a full course safety car, and that could be some people into the pits. And I could have told you that probably would have happened after what I'd seen from Dizzy Mason. Yeah, smart for Nos Forever and Wolfie to come into the pits. Kieran all the way past the safety car, so everyone going to have to follow a delta before we get to that point. F1 Love, it's going well, and we've got a full safety car. Dizzy Mason A little bit all over the place. Quite a few crashes from him, and then, unfortunately, one too many crashes, which caused a bit of a safety car. So, safety car is out. Kieran understandably into the pits. And, yeah. So K-Dot's into the pits as well. He's just making the most of that free pit stop while he can. Everyone onto the medium tyres. Are they going to try and take those the rest of the race? It's going to be very tight to do so. BCR Esports, welcome. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Got a full safety car at the moment. Just give you the rundown on what's happened so far. So we've had a virtual safety car. Now the full safety car has been deployed. We've had a few crashes. Dizzy Mason crashing out of this race. E-Race spinning. I think I'm aware he must have some problem which isn't front wing. Possibly floor or side pod damage, which we are unaware of. Yeet for Life Pro. A couple of these people towards the back have had collisions where they've had to change a wing, get either a collision or a spin. Actually, I think quite a lot of them have been people just spinning and hitting the walls. Ted, actually, I don't think has had that, so I think he's one of the people who hasn't had to make a wing change yet. There was an incident down in the stadium section between three cars, which will be reviewed by the stewards. I don't know why Kieran is holding up the pack. Did the safety car say it was coming in? Is the safety car in? Oh, it is. I think it is. Yes, it is in. I didn't even realise, but the pack hasn't catched up. That's really weird, that. The pack has not caught up. I think the safety car had enough, and off we go. Didn't even realise. So, here we go now. Is NTA not forever going to try and move on? He won't. K-Dot's going to try and go down the inside. K-Dot's has gone very deep, and he's going to be careful on rejoining the track as he rejoins right next to the McLaren. And then, in the end, doesn't get close to him. Mr. McLaren gets all out of sorts there. So, looking now to see, is anybody going to try and look for a move now down into turn 4? Not quite. K-Dot's right on the back of the American, though. Is he going to try and look for a move here up into the double right-hander? Not quite. He's going to get a good run on him, though, out of this corner. He's going to try and go around the outside here. Would be very crazy to make that kind of move, but he's going to be right on the back of him here through the S's. Surely he won't go for a move here, but he might try it down into the stadium section because he's got a good run on him. Let's see what he can do here. Is he going to come down into the stadium section? Will he try it around the outside? Not quite. Is he going to go for the switchback? Yeet for Life Pro side crashes. K-Dot's going to try and go round the outside here into the stadium section. This is good, clean racing between these two guys. Back down the inside goes the Haas again. These two really racing here. Some brilliant stuff, and K-Dots gets the move. And that was a really good battle between those two guys. And K-Dots comes out on top here. As NTN Not Forever is on the back of Kieran, and Kieran's going to be sat here thinking, what have I done here? It's all in the Scout Dan. Has he manually retired in the pit lane? Yes, he has. Manual retirement for the Scout Dan. It's K-Dots and Liquid Charge are battling again. As the Scout Dan, yeah, manually retiring and leaving. Ted picks up another 3-second time penalty. Crucial though, NTA Nosferva, no penalties so far, and he's still keeping with the lead. And it's interesting to see that Kieran had pulled up nearly a 10-second gap on the rest of the guys, but he's now being hunted down by NTA Nosferva here. Ikaro Jaja picks up a 3-second time penalty as Tebo Dean goes past Ted up into 9th place. So yeah, brilliant stuff. Here we go. Could have an overtake here as K-Dot's on the back of Gamer Pro. Fresh Sauce versus 8-lap Old Hards. And he does get the move nice and comfortably on those fresh soft tyres. And next, he's got the other Aston Martin of DYL SUFC E-Race. Puts in the fastest lap of this race so far. 19-1 for him there. So let's see now. K-Dots is on the gaining on the Aston Martin. He's got to be careful not to pick up at 3 seconds. Someone's round. Is that Yeet for Life? Yes, it is. Yeet for Life again, who is spinning. NTA Nosferva with the fastest lap. Yeet for Life, another 3-second time penalty there for him. So another 3-second time penalty awarded there. Yeet Mac's going to try and go down the inside. He sent it very deep there. And that was a very Max Verstappen style move. But nevertheless, ironically, in a Mercedes, does a Max Verstappen style move. And it's up into 7th place. So let's see where the battles are now. Yeetmek's actually on the back of Gamer Pro. I think Gamer Pro's really struggling on these hards, but we're going to remember these guys, K-Dots, Yeetmeks, both on fresh soft tyres. So yeah, let's have a look here and see. He's got DRS, no ERS available. A bit of swerving there. They got to be careful. So welcome Bon Evil 99ers. Yeetmek's going to try and go round the outside and does get the move on Gamer Pro. Aston Martin keeps on dropping back those places as up into 6th place he goes, and he's going to have DRS again. With the thing with this track is that DRS detection zone, just as you come out of the stadium, is a detection zone for both the main DRS straight down the main straight and that second DRS straight into turn 4. So if you're behind in that detection zone, you get DRS for both straights. So if you can't make the move into turn 1, you sure can have a go down into turn 4. That's the beauty of this track. And then if you get a good enough run out the S's, you can have a nice go into the stadium here, but that's usually quite rare for that to happen. As someone off again. It's Yeet for Life Pro again off the track. And it's quite a few times now in the race he's done this. So, yeah, I think he had that. He has manually retired the car, which which will most likely be a penalty, because you have to manually retire the car in the pit lane, not on the track. In any case, Liquido Jaja into the pits. And he's got a bit of making up to do now, because he's got to try and steal that final points position off of Ted. 16 laps gone so far. Kieran leads the way. Nosferber not far behind at all. Wolfie in third place. Then K-Dots, followed by DYL SUFC. Then very closely followed behind by Yeet Max in the Mercedes on the fresh soft. He's going to have DRS here, but he's going to be nowhere near close enough to look for the move into the stadium section. E-Rays now catching up to Thibaut Dean on fresh soft tyres, well, fresher soft tyres. These guys most likely going to have to make another stop at some point. Oh, almost into the back of the Red Bull there, E-Rays. Adds DRS open. Let's see what's going to happen here. Will the Alpine be able to get close enough on this straight? I'm going to quickly hop down to this battle here, though, because the Mercedes is going to try and look for the move here. Will he try and go round the outside? Is he going to be a little bit of contact as the Mercedes round the outside? That's a really nice move from the Merc. And then the Alpine of E-Rays getting past, and he'll have DRS, so that should be a move comfortably done, but a really nice move from Yeet Max. He's doing some good moves now on these fresh soft tyres, but I think he will have to box again, so he's going to have to probably do a lot of this making up to do all over again. That's the issue with going aggressive. You've got to make those moves as quickly as possible so you don't lose. So you lose as little time as possible, and I think Kieran made a bit of a mistake there. As DIYL SUFC is going to look for the move. I think UMX had a bit of a poor run. Here goes the Aston Martin now, going to try and go around the outside, and he can't quite keep it on the outside through the stadium. And here goes Nos Forever. This could be the move for the lead. Not quite close enough. It's Nos Forever right on the back of Kieran here, and Wolfie's like, yes, you guys keep battling. That'll put me right in the hunt here for the lead of this race. But crucially, Nos Forever has no penalties, whereas Kieran and Wolfie both have 3 seconds worth of time penalties to their names. So it's DYL SUFC again getting past Yeet Max. And who's actually got DRS this time? Neither of them? No, neither of them do, but here goes the Mercedes on the inside, and DOIL SUFC has front end plate damage. I don't know where that's quite come from, but that's definitely not good for him at all. But he's defending quite heavily to the Mercedes, and Mercedes now, no wonder the Mercedes got the run on him. Oh, the Merc's got to be careful. Let's go into the back of the Aston Martin. Just couldn't get the run on him just because of the way the car is. I'm just keeping an eye on that gap to the leaders, as they are getting very, very close. And here comes the Mercedes now. I'm going to try and go round the outside. A little bit of contact from the Aston Martin, but it's clean enough from Yeet Max to move up. And yeah, here comes DYL SUFC into the pits. So I can imagine he's going to come out towards maybe the back of the points somewhere, as E-Ray's going to go past him. I think with that wing change, he might come out just ahead of Ted. Can imagine. Could still get himself back into this. He's gone on to hards. Don't quite know why he's done that. I mean, he does have the softs, all the mediums available to him. And he must have more sets than just the hards available. As Ted into the pits again, as he picked up some wing damage. No wing damage, just a set of mediums, I think, for him. I think he believes maybe he could sneak his way into the points. I mean, he's got 18 seconds of penalty, so that might be quite difficult. We'll see what he can do. These two still close enough together for some DRS, but not close enough for any moves at the moment. Yeah, it was quite interesting. I don't know why he's gone for the hards. He's got past Liquid Ojaja anyway, so back up into 9th place. And here Nosferatu not able to get close enough yet. I think he's just struggling in the corners, but he's got that straight line speed to keep with the Mercedes. Let's have a look here and see. No, still 5/10 behind at the moment. It's getting actually very close there. Seems like NTA gets close enough to Kieran, but then slowly just moves away again. Back in the DRS, so he's in the DRS, he's keeping with him, but just not able to get the run out of these corners to actually go for an attempted move. He needs to get close enough here in this final corner if he wants any chance. It seems like looks like he's been very cautious on the rear of the car. So that's not a bad exit out of there, though. That's not bad at all. He's going to open up that ERS just to give him a little bit of boost, and then the rear wing will open to allow for an extra speed. Here he goes now. He's going to try and go to the outside. This is for the lead in this race. Round the outside. Can he get the move done? No, not quite. Still not close enough to be able to make the move. And he's going to be, again, 7/10 behind coming out of those first 3 corners. He's really struggling through 1, 2, and 3. And then that just hampers his run down into 4 as Live OK Dots into the pits. And that'll be fresh medium tyres for him, so he'll comfortably get to the end on those. Wolfie's still 5.8 seconds behind. Got to be careful he doesn't pick up any more time penalties. But luckily for him, everybody who's far enough behind, who only has 3 seconds, are too far behind to get anywhere close to him. So the person behind has got... someone span. E-Rays spinning. Is that wing damage, or is that just a spin? Looks like it possibly just a spin for him. Still in the impression that he may have some damage, which I am unable to say. Possibly some floor or side pod damage to that car. Something there that he's got issues with. Nosferatu again. He's going to have DRS, but it's going to be nowhere near close enough to look for the move. And he's only got 3% ERS, 20% on Kieran, so he's got more extra power he can deploy to that car. And as Nosferatu spun, he spun the car, and here comes Wolfie now. Wolfie surely will start to get back into this. And yeah, there's Nosferatu. Wolfie going to go down the inside, and the Irishman up into 2nd place. He's going, oh, thank you, I'll have that 2nd place. But remember, Nosferatu still hasn't got any penalties, which Wolfie will keep in the back of his mind. Another set of mediums for Yeet Max. These guys really not trusting the soft tyres in this race. E-Rays into the pits as well. Is that going to be for a wing change, or is that just a new tyre set? No, just a new set of mediums. He's going to serve a 5-second time penalty. Yeet Max comes out. This Gamer Pro actually gaining on Thibaut Dean here. As Nosferatu is now on the back of Wolfie. Wolfie really being like, hey, Nosferatu, would you mind picking up? Oh, someone's round again. It's Ted spinning. Yeah, that's really unlucky for Nosferatu. I think he just lit up the rears a little bit. He's got no ERS to deploy. Wolfie with 33%. Oh, it's Nosferatu locks up, goes deep, and that might have just put him out of that DRS range, but he'll still have it because he was in the detection zone. So even if he goes a second out, he'll still have it for this straight. And it's going to help him a little bit here. But remember, crucially here, Wolfie's got his teammate ahead. Teammate could provide him with a little bit of DRS here potentially. Keep Nosferatu at bay. As there was a yellow flag. I'm not quite sure what that was. Was that Ted getting out of their way? Yes, it was. Yeetmex into the pits. He's got wing damage to change. It's unfortunate for Yeetmex because he was having a really good race as well. Nosferatu on the back of Wolfie now. Right now, he needs to be within 3 seconds of Kieran to win. Not 6 seconds. Oh, for Nos to win, yes. He needs to be within 6 seconds. Here he comes now. Nosferatu on the back of Wolfie. This potentially could be for the win here at this point. Wolfie needs to not pick up any more penalties, and he needs Kieran or Nosferatu to pick up a penalty. Wolfie, he's got to stick with him, though. Has to, if he wants any chance of potentially winning this race. Thibaut Dean into the pits. Is that going to be for a wing change? No, it isn't. Just a tyre change. He goes fresh set of softs. He will get to the end on those 12 laps. Is very, very feasible on the soft tyres. As K-Dots goes past, and I think it's going to come out around about where Liquido Jar Jar is. It could be very close between these two. Actually, it's going to be very close between these two. Here we go now. This could be a move. Thibaut Dean getting up to speed. Is he going to try and look for a move here? What will he do into turn one? Is Liquido Jar Jar going to get ahead? Thibaut Dean down the inside. And he almost made the move. He's going to go for the switchback, and that is smart. Get the run out of the corner. And he has. Look at the run. He's got out of the corner on the fresh, soft tyres. And he's going to activate some of that ERS and does get the move back. That's some really smart racing there from Thibaut Dean. And he is up into 6th place. Really nice move there from the Red Bull. I like that. And here comes Wolfie now, still in the DRS. He's got Yeetmex near him. There's right next to Nosferatu. He needs to make the most of these chicanes because Nosferatu is not the favourite through those first chicanes. Very close looking for a move there. It's not helping the Mercedes. The lapped Mercedes giving a bit of a distraction there to Wolfie. Wolfie just got to find a bit of pace from somewhere. He does still in with a chance of winning this race. That's if these two need to gain the gap. Yeah, the back marker is... he's run a bit deep there, so he's dropped a little bit back now. It's Wolfie locking up a little bit into the stadium, but getting a better exit than Nosferatu through this final corner here. Can Wolfie get the exit he needs on Nosferatu? I mean, he's 9/10 back. Nosferatu's like, nope, no slipstream for you. Here we go now down into... as Ted is manually retired in the pit lane, which is the correct thing to do. So everyone at the moment in here going to be scoring some points. As Wolfie gets past Nosferatu. He does, he's going to go down the inside and he gets the move. Wolfie getting the move on Nosferatu. Is Nosferatu going to try and look for the move back here down into the double apex hairpin? Not quite. 26 out of 36 left. Ted did retire in the pit lane. So, yeah, can confirm he has done that. So, just ignore that car on the track. It shouldn't cause any safety cars or stuff like that. So, Yeet for Life Pro has left the session. So, here comes Nosferatu now. He's going to try and look for a move into the stadium. Not quite there at the moment. Wolfie looked like he may be actually running with this tyre wear a little bit better than the Williams is. Looks like he's not struggling as much. Nosferatu going to be a lot closer than Wolfie, though, out of this final corner. Wolfie going to pull away, though. Wolfie actually got a lot more ERS. ERS is being deployed heavily by Nosferatu. Wolfie's got a bit more power to play with. Here comes Nosferatu now. He's going to try and look for a move again. These two battling away. They could be throwing their potential winnings away here. As Wolfie is denying Nosferatu of a win, pretty much, here at this point with this battling. Not in an intentional way. Wolfie obviously wants to wants to get that position. He does still have that 3-second time penalty lingering over him. This is another battle on our hands here. We've got K-Dots and Gamer Pro. Gamer Pro on 21 old lap mediums. Hards, sorry, not mediums. Here comes Nos Forever. ERS and DRS. Going to move to the outside. The inside, sorry. And easily gets the move done nicely before the braking zone. And up into 4th place now goes Live OK Dots. Only got a 3-second time penalty. Gamer Pro 18 seconds of time penalty. So he will be dropping quite a bit way down the pack. I think a few people will be as well. Dropping a bit far down the pack there with the penalties. Oh, both of them into the pits. Interesting. They have a 3 pit stop available. They do. Who's going to get out first? Fresh soft tyres for Wolfie. Oh, he's jumped. He's jumped Nos Forever in the pit lane. And that is unbelievable. He's actually jumped NTA Nos Forever in the pit lane. Nos Forever was surely not 3 seconds behind. Did he have to serve a penalty? I'm really confused. Why has he dropped so far back? And he's got a gain on Wolfie now. Wolfie, he's got that 3.7 second gap. He has to keep NTA Nos Forever 5/10 now behind him for a chance. Is Tibbo Dean going to go past Gamer Pro? Gamer Pro sitting there like, well, nothing I can really do here. Wolfie has to find 30 seconds within 8 laps in this race. 30 seconds within 8 laps if he wants any chance. No, he doesn't need 30 seconds. He needs 26 seconds. Oh, and he pits. Kieran pits. That's interesting. Wolfie needs to be careful he doesn't pick up any penalties here. Oh, it's Kieran Lawson. Oh, he's hit the wall. Kieran's got full wing and it's a virtual. It's a virtual and that's hampered Wolfie's chances of winning. No, it hasn't. No, Kieran's come out the pits. It hasn't. Kieran was... I don't know what's gone on here. Did that half that time because Kieran was coming out of the pits. What? Oh. I don't think it has. I think Wolfie just got that interval gap to close down. He has, I think. Has he? I honestly don't know what's going on. Unbelievable. Look at the few people pitting. Nos Forever pits. Obviously, he had that wing damage. Gamer Pro in. He's like, well, get me off of these 20-something lap old hards and get me half of a pit stop time. Get me back out there. That gap's coming down, but... Oh, DYLS UFC drive-through penalty and the VSC's ended. Oh, and K-Dots has got a drive-through. I mean, I can't tell whether Kieran gained time or not from that VSC. It was so close between him being in that pit lane and that VSC coming out, because honestly, that VSC coming out, that could have cost him that 9 seconds, because Wolfie's had to slow down. He maybe had an extra 50 or so meters of pit limiter before he's actually come out of the pit. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Absolutely insane race. K-Dots in again. Oh, he had to serve the drive-through, didn't he? He's just serving the drive-through, and so does DYL. SUFC. I don't know how this race is going to finish. I just don't know. Kieran with another 3-second time penalty, I hear. Yes, he does. Wolfie needs to pick up no more penalties. He has got a 6-second gap that he needs to have. He needs to be 6 seconds behind Kieran. Currently he's 9 seconds. Unless Kieran in the next 6 laps picks up a 3-second time penalty. But Kieran with the fastest lap of 17.8 from him. 8.9 seconds that gap is, so it's coming down. Wolfie 17.2. Game on, Wolfie says. Game on. What a race we've got on our hands here. 8.6 seconds that gap is now. Kieran with so much more ERS than Wolfie. Wolfie doesn't need any more penalties. Needs Kieran to pick up some penalties. Let me just quickly hop into the race director. Warning, warning, penalty, warning, warning, penalty, warning, penalty. Wait, what? Oh, penalty plus 2 warnings. So we got 2 warnings on that lap and then a penalty. Right. Right, okay, so... What? Yeah, no, that makes sense. So he got a penalty. So he's got a warning, penalty. So he's on fresh. So he needs another 3 warnings. And then, yeah. 8.3 seconds the gap is. With what is going to be 5 laps, including the one they're on now, left to go in this race. Five laps, including this one. So, here we go. 8.6 seconds. That gap must be under 6 seconds if Wolfie wants to win this. Gap currently 9 seconds. Now, that shot up rapidly. And I think Kieran just starting to come into his A game here. And, oh, he races out. Could that be a safety car? Or a virtual, or something. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my. K-Dot's in. Is anyone else going to pit, or do they want track position? Fresh time? Well, I mean, DYL, SUFC, 11 lap old, 12 lap old hards. I would be coming into the pits. Emex stays out. He wants track position. Oh my. Has Kieran come in? No, Kieran has stayed out. Wolfie also staying out. So, luckily for, I think there's a lapped car, Yeet Mex. So I think Yeet Mex is going to have to sit in the middle of this battle here between the 2 leaders. I don't quite know what Yeet Mex... Yeet Mex, you can't unlap yourself. There's no way you can't unlap yourself, mate. Yeah, it doesn't let you in this game. Yeah, you can't unlap yourself. So you'll just have to sit there, and then as soon as the safety car comes in, then you'll just have to move out of the way. So realistically, the safety car is going to have to be in next lap. Can't come in this lap. Well, it can come in this lap, but it's going to have to come in next lap. But everybody else is on the other side of the track to the safety car. So it's interesting now because Nos Forever, yeah, as you said, F1 Lover, Nos Forever is back in this. Oh, I mean, just wow. I just don't believe this. Nos Forever went from spinning and hitting it, having no wing at all, to now being in a chance of winning this race. I can't get over it. This is mental. I'm sorry, I can't believe what's going on. Absolutely mental. I need a drink. Gonna go and get a refreshing beverage. Who will win this race? I honestly couldn't tell you. The 16 people here watching now, stay, because this could be unbelievable. Because now the back of the pack hasn't caught up. They will have a chance to catch up, but they will not get it because the safety car will have to, as you can see, come in this lap. This could be monumental. So Kieran becomes de facto. Everyone gets up behind everyone else, and we begin. We begin in this mess. Kieran becomes de facto, but then the problem is... Oh, and that's forever. Wolfie got a 5 seconds because Yeet Mex has caused all sorts of chaos. What on earth is Yeet Mex doing there? Just needed to get out of the way. Why is he backing up the pack? Because these guys both have 5 seconds now. Oh, Wolfie on the outside. Thibaudine ran wide. Wolfie going to still be on the outside here. Is Thibaudine going to go past? And I think that Yeet Mex has just scuppered the chances of... I think Yeet Mex has just scuppered the chances there of Wolfie winning this. And Wolfie having a podium. Has Wolfie got damage? I don't know, but I have no clue what Yeet Mex is doing there. He don't know why he's backing the pack up. He just needed to get out of the way. Just follow the leader and then move. I don't believe it. Well, sorry everyone. We were supposed to have a monumental battle towards the end, but it's not looking like it anymore. Nosferatu, I mean, can still win this. Yeah, Wolfie and I think NTA Nosferatu is going to have theirs removed, I think. I hope it wasn't the team game. Because it might be a penalty. Or let the stewards decide. But yeah, unfortunate for Wolfie. But he will get his 5-second time penalty removed. And I think NTA Nosferatu will also get his 5-second time penalty removed. But realistically, I think he's going to win this race. And it's so unfortunate for Kieran, because Kieran has driven an absolute wonder of a race. But his penalties have let him down, and Wolfie picks up another 3 seconds. So that would have put him off the podium anyway. But he will get his 5 seconds removed. So, yeah, he will finish, I believe, in 4th place. But there it is. Kieran's going to come across the line and take the win. But I think it will be NTA Nosferatu who will take the win. Yes, he will. Thibaudine, I'm sorry, but I don't think you will be taking the win. You will be. However, I think in 2nd place, Kieran will take 3rd. I think Wolfie will be in 4th, if I'm correct, if those 5-second time penalties are removed. That's, yeah. Very unfortunate. Nosferatu with the driver of the day. Well done to him. Unfortunate for Kieran, as yeah, he drove a brilliant race. But Thibaudine going to stand at the top, but I think it's going to go NTA Nosferatu, then Thibaudine, and then Kieran, unless anything changes. I mean, from me looking at it, that's what that looked like there. But yeah, well done to all of them. And a crazy race, nevertheless. Crazy race. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has joined me in the stream. But yeah, that is the final grid, but it will be different. I think there'll be a 5-second time penalty for you and you removed. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us in this race, and we will see you all next week.